See?
Okay, Doc, thanks. Well, you know, this basic plan, folks, there's no question as you listen to Doc go over the different benefits that you have from being a basic member, that your $5 value is there. And even with the two websites, if you think about it, when you get your own website and you have to host that website, it's going to cost you more than $5 a month. We host the site for you, English and Spanish. But the money, if you just follow what I'm going to tell you today and keep it simple, you're going to see that there's a lot more here than a little $5 business. So let's look at the basic plan. Level 1, when you start your own business with Freeway to Success and you go into our basic plan, you're going to go into someone's 5x5 pay plan and start your own 5x5 pay plan. And on your first level, you can have 5 people in your organization. Now, whether you put them there, your sponsor, their sponsor, it doesn't matter how they get there. But when those 5 people are on your first level, we'll pay you $1 every time they pay their $5 monthly membership fee. That's $5 a month, which is exactly what it costs you to be a member of the basic plan with Freeway. Well, you don't have to earn your first $5 a month just off of level 1. You could have one person on level 1. It brings in a few people on level 2, and they bring in some on level 3. But our software is set up to go in and find that first $5 you earn every month, take the money, pay next month's membership fee for you, so you no longer have to pay again out of your pocket. Now, if you don't think that's powerful, think about the lady that just put in 3 levels in the Platinum program that will never take any money out of her pocket again because it's simply deducted from a check she's getting for over $2,000, and you can do this business in over 150 countries. On level 2, you can have 25 people in your organization. That just simply means the 5 on your first level also can have 5. And if you work with those 5 and help them get their 5 people as a team, because this is all about teamwork, right? Well, those 25 people, as they pay their monthly membership fee of $5, we'll pay you 25 cents on each person, $6.25 for a total of $11.25 on 2 levels. Now, as I said, this $5 business is going to turn into a lot more money. I know $11.25 isn't enough to get you guys excited, but I'll tell you this, $11.25 should be your first goal when you start to build your team. Because if you get your business to $11.25 on the first 2 levels, and you work with the 5 people, help them get their business to $11.25 on their first 2 levels, that's not hard, folks. We're only talking 30 people here. Because the 25 people on level 2, you want to help them do the same thing, working with their 5 people. And when they're making $11.25 also, you will be 4 levels deep in this matrix. That's what we talk about how simple Freeway is, and don't try to complicate it. 4 levels deep will pay you $730 a month. But before I talk about that one, let's look at level 3. There's 125 people that's potential for you on your 3rd level. When those 125 people are there, or whatever portion of them are there that pay their monthly membership fee every month, we will pay you 75 cents every time they pay their membership. If that level's full, you're making $93.75 just on the 3rd level. So now you're earning $105 a month in a $5 a month business that you can do in over 150 countries worldwide. You're not sending the company $5. They're simply deducting it from the check they mail you. Would you ever get out of a company that you quit sending them money and they keep sending you money? I don't think so. That's what's so powerful about Freeway, and from day one it was when we started with this $5 plan, folks. Let's look at level 4, 625 potential people on your 4th level. Every time a person lands on that level 4, whether you put them there, it doesn't matter how they get there. It could be the people in the 3 levels above you or even your sponsor. But when those people come on to level 4, those 625, for each person that does, we'll pay you $1 every month. They pay their monthly $5 membership fee. 625 potential dollars to you just on the 4th level alone, and there's the $730 a month, if you add up the 4 levels I told you about, that you can make by keeping this simple and working with your first 2 levels and teaching them to do the same thing, folks. And then we've got another level, level 5. 3,125 people. Don't let that number scare you, because if you do what I just told you about and keep this thing simple, that number will fill faster than it took you to fill those first 4 levels. And the reason I say that is if 625 people on the 4th level just got 5 each, you would have 3,125 people if everybody taught people to keep it simple, right? But if they can't do it by themselves, momentum's going to kick in. Watch this. There's another 125, and there's 25, and there's 5, and there's you, to continue telling people about this phenomenal worldwide opportunity called Freeway to Success. I say it all the time, level 5 will fill faster than it takes you to fill your first 4 levels, folks. And with 3,125 people on the 5th level, we'll pay you $1 every month. They pay their monthly membership fee. $3,125 just on the 5th level for a total of $3,855 a month, over $45,000 a year in a $5 business that's almost 3 years old now. But after we had started Freeway to Success with the basic plan, about 3 months or so, myself and many members on the call today was asking Doc how we could make more money in this program. And he came out with it, folks. It's called the Gold Membership Plan. Now, I'm going to come back in a minute. I'm going to tell you how working with the same team that you build your basic plan with, as you upgrade to the Gold membership fee, and they do the same thing with the Gold plan, you have the opportunity to earn over $18,000 a month, over $200,000 a year. And before I do that, I'm going to pass it back to Doc. He's going to tell you about some phenomenal savings you get when you're a Gold member. Doc?
Listen, this Gold package is just extraordinary, if you want to call it that, because there's so many ways to save money in here, and that's part of what the message is, and I know you've already figured that out. When you can save money on one side of the coin and flip the coin, and on the other side earn the kind of money that we're showing you here today, you definitely got a win-win situation. And with all the what-ifs out there with the economy, and it's very fragile right now, everyone's predicting that we're going to have massive inflation no matter what happens in the next year or so. Here's your plan B. Here's your way off the very same team that you're putting in place for only $5 a month, and you can turn this into over $200,000 a year. We've got so many ways to save money. And let me just kind of give you an idea. We've got an overview, which is benefits-preview.com, benefits-preview.com, all kinds of stuff to save money on. Here's an example. Groceries. You know, everybody's got to have them. One of our members, made her grocery list out, went into what we call the clubhouse. That's our Gold package, printed out coupons to match her grocery bill. She says her grocery bill totaled $126.22. After they made all the deductions from the coupons, she paid $59.40. She saved $66.73. You know, that's a 52% savings. Here's the part I like. If you just use this one item, groceries, let's say spend $100 a week, and most of you probably spend that a day, and you're saving 50%, that means you're keeping $50 in your pocket, right? Let's just take that for a month. 50 times your 4 weeks, that's $200 in savings a month. Now let's go back to, you've got the $200 savings on one hand, and now we've got, the basic at 5, the Gold at 20, you're adding $15 to that. Let's say we throw in the Platinum, and let's say we throw in the 4th phase. Just in your savings for groceries, you're able to cover the cost of all of that, and that makes the cost of Freeway to Success a washout because you're saving money on an item that you have to spend anyway. So keep that in mind as you put your game plan together. Now let's go a step further. Car parts. We've got a member that, and actually several of them, he needed a part for a pickup truck. Instead of paying $135, he found the very same part for $20. That's a huge savings, $115. Carpet. Nobody can touch us on carpet. Gary Pemberton here in Alabama needed carpet for a rental house. And he goes to a local supplier, picks out his carpet. The price, had he bought it from that supplier, was $2,000. He got the ID number off the carpet and showed it to our carpet guy. Not only did they match the color, they upgraded the carpet, and his price was $575, right at $1,500 worth of savings. We had a couple in Los Angeles that same situation. They needed carpet for their house. They inherited a house, and they had to go in and do a lot of work to it. Needed carpet for the whole house. We shipped carpet from Georgia to Los Angeles, California, and they save $4,000. Tons of savings here. You name it. Here's a good example on a ticket to a ball game. Lisa needed 2 tickets to go to the St. Louis Cardinals game, and on the day of the game, she goes to our ticket link. She's able to buy 2 tickets. Tickets were going for $90 a piece. She paid $6 a piece, $12 for $180 worth of tickets. Now, Mike, and I'm sure Mike's on the call today, needed 4 tickets to the New York Yankees. He found the 4 tickets for $6 a piece. You know, that was just a few days ago. A lot of ways to save money. If you're going to purchase an item, no matter how big or how small, it's worth your time to go in here and take a look, because odds are you're going to save some money. So very simple, very affordable. It definitely works, and Steve's going to show you how to take your income to another level. So, Steve?